What's up? Anybody who might actually get to see this, and I'll say that because once again, YouTube has gone back to hiding my content from absolutely everybody. Yeah, that's right, 3,600 odd subscribers and I'm putting up videos that have got 0 views. I mean, even those that hate me would watch it just to sort of say, But I digress. So, your CRF 2012, well this is 2014 actually, but you know what I'm saying. If you've been doing a lot of riding around in the dirt, you'll eventually start getting electrical problems. Now I've had an intermittent ignition problem with this thing. And I did have one time when I was left in the mountains overnight because the starter failed. But if you have a look at that, that's the inside of the ignition switch. Look at all the mud that's built up in it. So that means it's in the ignition switch. So to get that down was a very laborious and boring, very boring session, taking off these security screws, and you'll need one of these Torx bits that my camera can't focus on because it's looking at a screwdriver, but anyway, you'll get the gist of it. They've got a whole board up the center of them, otherwise they won't go on them bolts. Once you've got them out, and there is a third one at the back there where my thumb is, that one back there holds the switch in with a spring. Don't lose the spring. Right, now you've got that out, we're going to take that apart. Now it's interesting too, if you try hot wiring or rewiring a Honda, you need that diode there. Once again, out of focus by my thumb. You need that diode in the system, otherwise it just won't switch on. And that's the diode that you'll read about elsewhere, just there. So I now got to get this thing apart, and I have done this before because my other bike, where is he? Oh, he's out there, isn't he? He runs without any of the ignition switch, because that lot there, would you believe, weighs 480 grams. So by getting rid of all that shit there, you're half a kilo towards cutting some weight off the bike. But I'm digressing, aren't I? Probably why I haven't got any views. Let's just pause this while I play around with the stand and try to remember how to get the switch apart. Right, I've had to have a little sit down because I am an old bastard, and I was up Brokeback Mountain yesterday, which is one hell of a ride, especially after you've got to clear 4 or 5 fallen trees. But yeah, I'm also wearing socks because it's winter here. As far as I can remember, there's a couple of latches there, look, and there, so you gotta prise it open in order to pull the guts of your switch out. So, oh, actually I think I just did it then. Let's just rest that on my knee, pull, and I did, yeah, there you go. I was going to just sort of go off camera and launch that apart, but yeah, there you go, it wasn't too hard at all, was it? Right, now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Gritty being the thing that's caused all my problems. Right, now the final attack. I don't want to lose these 2 ball bearings and the springs. Oh god. Or all the copper contacts underneath which have decided to come loose. Let's I've got to keep looking at the camera in order to keep you in the loop as well, so if you suddenly disappear out the shot, there we go, the money shot. No no rehearsals, no I did this earlier, just to kind of con you lot. There, right, it is, look, see it? Look at the dirty contacts on there, right? That's why I've got an intermittent starting fault, yeah? It's all that there. So, I've punished you for 4.5 minutes now with that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause it up, and I'm just going to clean that lot up with some Scotch pad and shit, and I'll be back. So here I am, having a quiet rub to myself, as you do. Trying to keep it in the shot as well. Got myself some Scotch pad. They're cleaned up apart from this one, and this is probably the one that counts. He's not cleaned up at all, so I might have to get in there and just get a little bit more serious with that one. Yeah, you see that one's not cleaning up, so that's probably the, where are you? That one's not cleaning up, so that's probably the one that's giving me all the grief. Let's go and find a little bit of 2000 paper a minute. Oh no, there's some on the floor right there. Right, once again, out of focus. You don't want to go mad on this one. Let me see if I touch the camera there. Oh, look at that. Right, you don't want to go mad on that one because you want those pins making a nice contact. So just give them a light scrape. And that's pretty much it. Let's just show you the other one. So we've cleaned them up quite a lot. And of course the scores on the doors, the way this thing works is, try and get it back in a shot. That is off or on. I don't know, but I don't care. That is partly off or on, and that is full off or on, depending on how it works. But it all has to be contacting each other nicely without any corrosion and shit in there. And now you need to just put it all back together the way you took it apart, using a bit of dielectric grease, which we don't have in this country. There's a lot of things we don't have in this country. So I'm probably just going to have to use bloody ordinary household grease. 7 minutes. That's enough to bore you all to tears. Right, I'm going to put this back together and then I'm going to go out and ride it later. Oh, and if you did watch the video to the end, thanks. You could leave a comment, you could leave a like even. I don't know what's going to stop this algorithm from punishing me all the time, because all I do is I put up slightly weird videos, because I am slightly weird, and I try to help people for free. But YouTube don't want anyone to see anything I have. What a wonderful platform. Right, I'm off. Ran over.